welcome to week 24 of the 2015-2016 season. It's Barcelona against Celta in the Camp Nou. Good turnout, good atmosphere, and it's a little bit nippy, but we're not going to complain. We waited 100 days for it to rain. It rained yesterday, and that's it. It stopped, it's gone again. We're going to have to wait another 100 days. That's terrible. I tell you where they have had rain, the rest of Spain. If you'd seen Thursday's game, Celta Sevilla in Vigo, you would have seen some rain, some very torrential rain. The reason I mention that is we have to think it may well affect the outcome of this evening's game. Apart from injuries and suspensions, Celta come into this game after a Thursday night where they gave blood, sweat and rain-soaked tears to get to the final of the King's Cup. They failed in an honourable way against Sevilla, and it's Sevilla who will take on Barcelona in the King's Cup final. Of course, Barcelona played in Valencia on Wednesday, played a game where most of the team didn't even need to get off the sofa, never mind get off the bus, so they will come in rested but surely motivated against the Celta team who have had good results against Barcelona in the last season and a half. So Celta with their kind of Man City colours, sky blue and white shorts, against Barcelona in their now horizontal red and blue stripes. Just waiting for the two captains to join Alejandro Jose Hernandez. The referee, it was indeed voted ref of the season last season by his fellow professionals. Looking at the lineups then, for Celta in goal, Sergio Alvarez, a back four of Hugo Mayo, Cabral, Johnny and Carlos Planes, ex-Barcelona. In midfield, Beivu, Was, Pablo Hernandez, Radoja and Sene, and up front is John Guidetti, the Swedish forward. For Barcelona, Bravo in goal, a back four of Jordi Alba, Mascherano, Piqué and Dani Alves. A midfield trio of Andres Iniesta, Busquets and Sergio Roberto, and up front, you know. All right, I'll tell you, it's Luis Suarez, Messi and Neymar. Celta will get us underway. They'll be attacking the goal to our left. Barcelona will be attacking the goal to our right. And we're looking forward to an interesting contest this evening. Sene on the left-hand side here. Bovue on the right-hand side. Celebrated his first goal recently for Celta. The two men in the middle, Guidetti and Daniel Was. So Celta with the initial possession of the ball. Barcelona, of course, going for an extension of their record. This would be 30 games without defeat if Celta don't pull off a big surprise this evening. Barcelona have recovered the ball. It's Dani Alves to Sergio Roberto on the right-hand side of this midfield trio. Ball goes back to Piqué. Piqué has Mascherano alongside him. Very strong Barca starting 11. As Piqué once again plays the ball to his left. Mascherano will return the ball to Piqué, still inside the Barcelona half. They 1-2 their way forward into Celta territory. Piqué on the ball now. Come on, let somebody else have a go. There you go. Ball forward to Neymar. He can't quite control it. Celta win it, but then lose it. Neymar giving the ball back. He's robbed of the ball on the edge of the D, though. First run there from the Brazilian. And Guidetti combines with Was in the middle of the field. Mascherano comes over. Strong challenge. Slides the ball back to Bravo. Piqué has it now. Mascherano applauded by the Chilean keeper. Very good recovery of the ball from Was. Piqué now to Alves. Alves closed down by Sene. Gets the ball into the middle. Mascherano. It's Neymar to his left. Suarez down the middle. It's back to Gerard Piqué. Busquets rather, now playing it to Piqué. Long ball forward, lovely ball by Piqué, just runs away from Suarez. It'll be a goal kick in favour of the Galicians. So look at the Barca formation now. The two centre-halves, the two full-backs just ahead of them. Busquets, of course. Celta starting the game with plenty of players inside the Barcelona half. The ball flicked on there by Was, looking for Gudetti. And although he's done well in the cup, just 3 goals in the league for the Swedish forward. An opportunity this evening without Nolito, Orellana and Iago Aspas for him to make a name for himself as Piqué plays it up to the halfway line, flicked on by Messi. Suarez heads it back down to Leo Messi. He's got Sergio Roberto inside him. The ball just prodded away though for a throw-in by Pablo Hernandez. Dani Alves plays it back to Bravo. Bravo will find Mascherano. Neymar offers. Jordi Alba inside, and he's being harassed and eventually gets the free kick as Barcelona rush the ball forward. Busquets ball going straight through to Sergio Alvarez. We'll play it out to Johnny. Johnny, the centre-half, who's normally a full-back, but as I said, many injuries for Celta to deal with. Sergio Gomez, Ongonda, Iago Aspas and Orellana all suspended, but the injury to Fontas is the serious one. He'll be out for the rest of the season, hence the positioning of Johnny as a centre-half. Celta have the ball halfway inside the Barcelona half. It's played forward into the area. It's Piqué who's jumped over Gudetti, and Dani Alves plays it calmly into the centre. Iniesta will play it forward to Neymar. Neymar being watched by Hugo Mayo. Drops the ball off for Mascherano. This ball forward, picked out by Pablo Hernandez in midfield, a key player for them now that they've sold Augustus. Hernandez to Atletico Madrid as Celta recover the ball in midfield. Was plays inside, and the ball brought away though by Andres Iniesta. Now he's moving fast, plays the ball down the middle, almost finding Neymar. The ball just cut out by Cabral. It's a free kick conceded in the middle of the field by Busquets. Doja just playing it forward. Plenty of movement from Celta so far. Was playing with Claudio Beveu. Back into the edge of the area, just cleared though, the ball cleared by Mascherano. It'll be a throw-in in favour of Celta. 5 minutes gone in the Camp Nou. Bright start by both teams, particularly Celta. Plenty of blue shirts going forward. We knew that Eduardo Berizzo would come with a brave plan, and certainly that's the case so far. Throw in then, in line with the penalty spot on the right-hand side as Celta go forward. Still waiting for the throw. Looks like it'll be a long one into the box, looking for the flick on, doesn't work out. Ball recovered by Celta. The shot, oh, just wide, and that would have been a goal because there was no way Bravo was getting down to it. Now we've got a player down. Meanwhile, Mascherano is down, looking a little bit groggy. Have to see again where that happened. He's already back on his feet. Well, the first chance on goal falls to Celta. The shot flashed wide. But the reason I said that Bravo wouldn't have got there, he was very much at the other side of the goal, and he would have just watched that ball going into the bottom left-hand corner. As it is, the ball, as I said, shot going wide, and play continues with Mascherano on the ball. Celta, plenty of non-starters in the lineup, asking Barcelona some questions so far. Mascherano. Plays down to Dani Alves. Alves, long ball forward. He was looking for Suarez. It doesn't work out, and Celta recover the ball. Johnny. Down the middle, it was poor ball picked up by Barcelona. Jordi Alba pushing out to the left-hand side. Suarez has it on the edge of the area, looks to play it in, and I think he was expecting a run from Leo Messi. There was none, and the ball goes through to Sergio Alvarez. Looking back at the opportunity, shot flashing wide of the goal, but that's the only attempt on goal so far in the opening stages. Barcelona tied at the top of the table at the moment on 54 points with Atletico Madrid, 1 point ahead of Real Madrid. Of course, Barcelona have not only this evening, but the game on Wednesday in Ijon, a rather unusual time of 6:30 Spanish time. It'll be the kickoff here, and it'll be 5:30 in the UK, for example. Neymar on the ball on the far side, halfway inside the Celta half. He's got Hugo Mayo, not an easy player to shrug off, but he does do so. The ball into the middle. Sergio Roberto, little back heel as the ball played forward by Dani Alves to Neymar. Sergio Roberto robbed of the ball. The fans not happy with the challenge, but Barcelona have it back with Piqué. Piqué down the right-hand side. He overhits it though, and it run through for a goal kick to Celta. Going back to the Kings Cup exertions on Wednesday and Thursday, Barcelona, of course, able to rest most of the team. Whereas Celta, although they were 4-0 down from the first leg, really went for it in the return against Sevilla, but I just think that physically taken something out of them as Barcelona approached the penalty area. The ball into the penalty area is cleared for a throw-in favour of Barcelona. Jordi Alba making the run down the left. He's asking to take the throw-in. Gives it to Neymar. Neymar, a lovely little flick behind him, but Celta are aware of the danger. The ball comes off for a throw-in favour of FCB. To Neymar, good control by Neymar, good ball down this near side. Dani Alves stretching and just runs away from him, and it'll be a goal kick. But the idea was certainly good, the vision was good from Neymar. It was Sene with the opportunity on goal, the only opportunity of the game so far. 9 minutes in, 0-0 the scoreline. Week 24 the 2015-16 season. Barcelona, of course, once again defending champions. Defenders of just about everything, really. As the ball headed on by Berbuet, and it shouldn't be a problem for Piqué. He hooks the ball up into the centre circle. It's a Celta head that meets it, but the ball goes straight to Mascherano. Mascherano pumps it down the right-hand side. Celta are able to get into midfield. Sene robbed of the ball, though, by Busquets. And Sergio Roberto has it now. Sergio Roberto down the middle. Lovely ball, lovely control by Suarez. Suarez goes down, gets a free kick, and it'll be an early yellow card. The yellow card going for Gustavo Cabral. You never really want, as a manager, to have one of your centre-halves booked in the opening 10 minutes, but it's a shirt pull. It's a little bit of a bugbear of mine. I know it's a foul, I know it's a free kick, but this idea that if you kick someone, it's not as bad as pulling their shirt. You always get a yellow card for a shirt pull. You don't get it if you bring someone down. That's a personal thing. I've got it off my chest now. Back to the action. Free kick for Barcelona to the right of the D. Neymar and Messi. You never want to hear those words if you're the goalkeeper. They're lining up the free kick. The distance is some 20 metres out. Was it 20 or 25? Messi. 22. Neymar and Messi. Messi strikes! Just wide of the near post. No bad effort at all. The best of the game so far. Let's have another look at that. It was always curving away from the keeper, but unfortunately also away from the post. Goal kick to Celta. Good start to the game by both teams. There's a lot of energy, a lot of two in and throw in, shall we say, as the goal kick. It's not a good one, it goes straight out for a throw in. The ball well controlled there by Luis Enrique, ex-manager of Celta, of course, alongside the man Eduardo Brito took over from him as Barça have the ball in midfield. It's Messi's ball to Sergio Roberto that's cut out, and Dani Alves just gives the ball away to Gudetti. Sene will look for Gudetti. The Swede jumps over the challenge by Piqué. Some good work by Gudetti so far. He's doubled up on now, though, and somehow manages to get the ball back. And Celta will now look to probe down the right-hand side. That's a tough ball for Mayo. Brings it down well, plays it in, or tries to play it in. It's defended, though. Comes off Jordi Alba, and it'll be a corner to the men from Vigo. On the right-hand side as we look at goal. And some of my colleagues said this game would be easy. I didn't. Of course, Ramon was saying it would be easy. Corner on the right-hand side. Played to the penalty spot. The header comes in, but it's a weak effort from Bervue. And now Barcelona striding down the right-hand side of the field. It's Jordi Alba. Plays the ball back to Mascherano, starts making his way to his normal position. Barcelona pick it up on the far side. Sergio Roberto, 1-2 in with Neymar. Neymar now on the ball. Neymar weaves the thread in through. The ball still comes off a defender back to him. Another ball into a blue shirt. This doesn't come back to him. And now Celta will look to counter, but it's a terrible ball forward. Straight to Bravo. Bravo plays it out to Piqué. Will find Dani Alves. These two have already met this season, of course, and it ended up 4-1 to Celta. Celta also buoyed by the fact that they came here and won last season, so if they want, there are causes for optimism for the men from Vigo. Mascherano on the ball now, on the halfway line, onside him. Busquets just turns, plays a lovely ball into the edge of the box there. The run was there from Neymar. Ball recovered by Andres Iniesta, who's just outside the penalty area, plays it in. Neymar! Shot it saved. Tremendous save from Sergio Alvarez. Mascherano intercepts the ball in midfield, and that was the closest we've come to a goal so far. It was good recovery on the far side. Lovely slide-in challenge from Andres Iniesta. And then a beautiful ball into Neymar. Neymar did the right thing, looked to get it over the keeper, couldn't quite do so. And it has to go down. There's a good effort on goal, good save. 15 minutes gone, still 0-0 in the Camp Nou. It's Mascherano. Defends the ball going forward, plays it back to Bravo. Bravo coolly pushes it back out to the Argentinian centre-half. I know he can play in midfield, but we have to just refer to him as the centre-half now. That is the pairing, the preferred pairing by Enrique, Piqué and Mascherano. 29 games undefeated would indicate that it's not a bad idea. As Cabral has it for Celta. Hugo Mayo to his right. Plays it to Bervue. Little foot on the ball there from Jordi Alba means that it will be a Celta throw. Jordi Alba's down and he's looking very unhappy. And let's have a look. Oh, dear me. Oh. Yes, you can see why Bervue has stepped on his leg. Must have been rather painful. He's back up on his feet though, so able to continue, and Celta have the ball, lose the ball in midfield. Lovely idea there by Messi, means that there's space on this near side for Sergio Roberto. Inside to Dani Alves. Alves mistimes it, and Celta come away with the ball. He'll get a chance to redeem himself, almost wins the ball back, doesn't quite bounce for him. And Sene has it for Celta, and Dani Alves does recover. The ball comes off Sene. That was obviously a throw-in favour of Barcelona, but a an infringement had been spotted by the referee. Planners will take the free kick for Celta. They're forced to play it back. Cabral will play it all the way back to Sergio Alvarez. He plays it forward. Piqué meets it. It bounces away from him, and Bravo just outside his D fakes a pass and then does get the ball away. So Gudetti was fooled. But Celta recovered the ball in midfield. Poor pass though from Sene means that it's Barcelona in possession. Leo Messi, a little bit of an assist there from the referee who blocked the midfielder, the Celta midfielder. Neymar into Messi. Messi inside on the edge of the 6. Gets a scuffed shot off in the end. It wasn't really enough to worry Sergio Alvarez. But there was an interesting block by Hernandez on Carlos Plans. Of course, it was without intention. And now Celta have the ball halfway inside their own half with Gustavo Cabral, the only player to have received a yellow card so far. Plays it back to Sergio Alvarez. Sergio now up into the feet of Mascherano. His ball forward, picked up by Cabral. He sends it down the left-hand side, puts too much on it though, and it'll go out for a throw-in. Ball back with Bravo, who finds Mascherano. Almost closed down by Rue. And now indeed, Hugo Mayo has won the ball back. There's 2 Celta players waiting in the box, 4 of them now. Header comes in, it's a tame one there. It comes off Piqué to Bravo. Bravo out to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba will push it forward. Suarez. And Cabral took a chance there. He went ahead of Suarez, got the header away. If he hadn't, Suarez would have been through. As Celta do have the ball once again in midfield, enjoying a fair share of possession so far. Our Eduardo Berizzo's boys. I don't think Planners was too happy with Hernandez just a moment ago, but of course it's almost a good sign if the referee gets involved in the game, because it means that he's near to where the action is, which is kind of what you want, really. Ball in midfield is Celta's, and Gudetti combining with Was. Just on the edge of the area now. The runs there from Barrure. Into the middle. Well cut out, of course, Mr. Busquets. But Celta recover the ball. Interesting ball down the left-hand side for Planners. Drills it into the penalty area. There's a little step over. Gudetti, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Didn't work out, but he does get the ball back to Carlos Planners, who can't keep it in. Dani Alves will play it forward to Messi. Messi will play the ball off Gudetti for a throw-in favour of FCB. 20 minutes gone now in the Camp Nou, still 0-0. And the only real save has been produced by Sergio. For a tremendous effort by Neymar. Free kick to Barça in the middle, quickly taken. Almost didn't work out. Andres Iniesta picks it up, but under pressure in midfield. Celta certainly applying a lot of pressing in that middle third of the field, and it's paid dividends so far as a long ball forward goes through for a goal kick in favour of Barcelona. Mascherano will bring it forward. Combining with Neymar. Neymar, who's nearly always got Mayo pretty tight on him. And they're exchanging a few words there. As play switches to the right. Piqué bringing it forward. He's up near the halfway line now. Dani Alves. Alves had started the run, then stuttered. And so the pass, when it came to him, was too much of a stretch, and Celta have it. Johnny plays it up into the middle. Busquets heads it back as far as Leo Messi. Messi to Neymar. Neymar has Mayo all over him again, and there's a little bit of support from Pablo Hernandez. The ball now with Cabral. Long ball down the right-hand side, but it's an easy one that Mascherano lets go through to his keeper. Mascherano then will now play it out to Gerard Piqué. Just to remind you, Barcelona lining up with Bravo in goal, Piqué and Mascherano the centre-halves, Jordi Alba who's on the ball, or looking for the ball on the right, Dani Alves on the left. It's Iniesta bringing it forward now as they go into the Celta half. There's a free kick for the challenge on Andres Iniesta, who also looks to be not too happy at all about the challenge. He's slapping the turf. Let's have a look. There's a foot in from the Chilean midfielder, Pablo Hernandez. And Iniesta slowly gets to his feet. A little bit further out than the previous free kick. This one on the right-hand side instead of the left. The right-hand side of the no, it's the left-hand side, sorry. So you'd probably go Neymar with this, although I'm thinking it'll be a little dinked ball in towards Suarez, Piqué and Busquets here. Messi does play it in, and well, it was just interesting ball. It went all the way through. Busquets almost got on the end of it. Instead, it was pushed back by Sene to his keeper. The keeper's ball out. There was a poor ball, and instead of starting up an attack, it's a throw into Barcelona. The ball with Dani Alves. He plays it back to Gerard Piqué. Jordi Alba has it now for FCB. Inside to Mascherano. Halfway through the first half, still 0-0. Barcelona the best chance of the game so far. It was a good effort from Neymar. Busquets switches play to Gerard Piqué. Forward to Sergio Roberto. Oh, terrible pass from Sergio Roberto. And now Daniel Wass has it. The Dane striding forward, plays it inside. Could be an opportunity for Celta. Oh, great save by Bravo. Well, Sergi Roberto would have been very disappointed if a goal had been scored there, because it would have been started by his poor pass in midfield. Careless indeed. Eventually, the shot coming in from, of all people, Carlos Planas. Fullback in the centre forward position there, and a good save from Bravo. Good save from both keepers now, and it's certainly so far been an entertaining game. The ball played forward now. It's Gudetti who can't control it. Andres Iniesta gets it from Mascherano. Iniesta has to take on two, can't do so, and Busquets goes down, no free kick given, and Celta have the ball on the halfway line. Strong challenge there, wins the ball back by Sergio Roberto, obviously wanting to make up for the mistake just a moment ago, and that was a strange ball by Piqué, where he sliced it off for a throw-in to Celta. So one or two errors, more than one or two, maybe it must be said, so far by Barcelona. The odd stray pass. As Celta have the ball in midfield, certainly battling well. They lose out on this occasion. Iniesta brings it away. Gets the ball out to Suarez. Suarez down the middle. Oh, dear me. That'll be a free kick. No play on, says the referee. He wasn't sure whether to play on or not. He knew that it was going to be a yellow card. And it was a very reckless challenge. It certainly looked bad at first. Carlos Planas almost scored a goal a moment ago. This time almost did some very serious damage to Suarez by the look of it. In the end, fortunately, I think Suarez jumps and avoids most of the contact, but could have injured himself on the fall, especially with all that rolling. Could have been serious, but it's not. And it's Barcelona with a free kick. This is slightly, no, it's still probably a little bit too far out for a shot, 25 meters out on the, let's get this right-hand side of the D. So Leo Messi, it's got to be, hasn't it? If you're going to go for goal, it would be Messi's turn. We shall see. Neymar over the ball as well. So Messi against Sergio. I think he's going to go for goal here. Leo Messi does, and it's in the net! Leo Messi, top right. Sergio Alvarez knew, we all knew, he still couldn't stop it. Tremendous free kick. He came close with the previous one. This time it's in the net, and Barcelona are 1 goal up. Leo Messi with his 13th league goal of the season. Messi, the name being sung around the stadium, and it really was unstoppable. Some 25 meters out, curving away and out of the reach of Sergio Alvarez. And what must be so frustrating for the goalkeeper in these situations is they probably know or have a very good idea where the ball is going to go, but he was unable to do anything to stop it. So Barcelona are 1-0 up, 27 minutes into the game. Andres Iniesta off the field at the moment. Barca temporarily down to 10. As the fans whistle. Fernandez, but Barcelona with Messi striding forward now on the edge of the D, plays it towards Suarez, and there's a good clearance by Planners, but the offside flag had gone up against the Uruguayan. Well, when you see free kicks like that, it's almost unfair, and the offside, I'm not sure it was tight, let's say. Really, what can you do? In the end, Sergio Alvarez was not so far away from it, but with the curve and the power of the free kick, I don't think there's many keepers would have got to, as Celta looked to go up the other end, give the ball away on the edge of the area. Dani Alves has it now. He'll play it forward to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto back to Alves. Alves into the midfield area. And Leo Messi cleverly waits for the ball, gets it back to Iniesta. Iniesta skips around two. The applause is for Andres. Happy feet Iniesta as Leo Messi has it now in the centre circle. There's a good run by Jordi Alba. The ball cut out by Celta, but picked up once again by Barcelona. Mascherano, Messi. 1-2 with Suarez, now with Neymar. Messi can't quite get on the end of that. The clearance, though, falls to Andres Iniesta, finds Dani Alves. Alves into the box. No flag as Barcelona have it with Leo Messi. Yeah. Chipped it into the hands of Sergio Alvarez. Much easier attempt to deal with now for the goalkeeper. Sergio Alvarez with the long ball forward. It'll be a battle between Gudetti and Piqué. Piqué wins it. Iniesta will play it out to Jordi Alba, who'll play it forward. A lovely step over there by Neymar. Suarez almost getting on the end of it, but Celta have it in midfield. Busquets looking to win the ball back, can't do so. Celta have a man over on this near side, something they haven't spotted. They're going down the right, ball cut out by Jordi Alba. And now Barca pushing forward. Neymar going down the middle. He's got Suarez to his left, but the pass cut out. And Celta will play the ball down the middle. Piqué on the end of it. Iniesta brings the ball down. Iniesta, little free kick there, conceded by Andres for the challenge on Sene. 30 minutes gone in the Camp Nou. 27 minutes had gone when Messi scored a great free kick. 1-0 to the league champions and league leaders, who of course have another game on Wednesday. That game in Ijon, where they could possibly extend their lead at the top of the table. Mayo on the right-hand side now for Celta, plays it forward. Was unable to do anything with it. Mayo will get the ball back. Good pressure there from Andres Iniesta. Wins the ball now. Neymar advancing just on the D now. Neymar just tries to trick his way through. Can't do so. A little bit of frustration there felt by the fans. Dani Alves brings his man down. He might get a yellow card in a moment for that. Play continued though. Gudetti has it on this near touchline. Gudetti looking to switch play. Bauvu. Oh, that was a lovely effort from the Frenchman. Caught it on the volley. Spectacular attempt on goal and brought out a fine, solid save from Bravo. Look at this. Gudetti swings it over to the far side, and that shot was going in at the near post. Bravo with the second good save of the game. Celta have the ball on the near side. It's Planas who lifts it in. Dani Alves able to clear the ball. Busquets draws the free kick just on the halfway line. Oh, Celta one goal down, but putting up a good show of things so far. Mascherano play forward to Neymar. He'll return it to the centre half. Switches it to the right hand side. Piqué inside to Busquets. Busquets, of course, slipping into the middle there when the space between the two centre halves is too wide. Now the ball forward to Neymar. We'll play it back to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba to the left hand side. Suarez can't get there. Mayo does, but it'll be a throw in favour of Barcelona. Ball inside now to Busquets. He finds Messi. Messi turns, leaves his marker on the ground, plays it out to Neymar. Neymar with a lot to do, looks to poke it through, can't do so. There was a handball. Hernandez seemed to take a fair while to decide that it was, and it'll be a free kick that Leo Messi was looking to take quickly from the wrong spot, says the referee. It is taken now. Neymar just pushes it to Messi. Messi looking for Piqué. Piqué heads it back towards Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto brings it down well. He's got two men on him, gets off to Piqué. Piqué thinks of crossing, doesn't do so, and loses the ball, and Celta will push forward and look to counter with one or two players out of position. Jordi Alba has given the ball though, and now it's Barcelona back on the attack. Neymar inside the area, still Neymar. He's got the ball, looking to lift it to Suarez, and it hit Johnny. So Celta bring the ball away, but certainly both teams looking to counter very quickly indeed. That means that the game maintains the decent pace it's had since the start of the game. It'll be a throw-in on the near side for Planas. Carlos Planas. Ball headed on and out further upfield. Dani Alves thinks it's a throw-in that he'll be taken. It's not the case. It's Planas who will take it. Celta's ball. Gudetti, the obvious target, but he's been pretty tightly marked most of the time by Piqué. Certainly in the aerial battles, the Barça centre half has come off better. The ball comes off Dani Alves. They're looking for a handball, none seen or given, and now Neymar brings it forward for FCB. So plenty of players on him. Didn't want to take the easy option at first, but eventually did. Ball back to Piqué, who finds Mascherano. 35 minutes gone, still 1-0 to Barcelona. Jordi Alba has it inside to Busquets. Busquets to Mascherano. Mascherano looks for Sergio Roberto. He's inside the box. Almost dropped kindly for him, didn't though, and Celta are able to clear. As Busquets wins the ball back in midfield. How many times do we see that in a game? It's quite incredible. And the balls he does win as Leo Messi being harassed by Sene, and it'll be a free kick. The fans want a yellow card. They don't seem to realise you can't have a yellow card for every free kick. Free kick will be outside the penalty area. Not really a shootable angle. It's in line with the edge of the penalty area. So as I said, 3 points today and 3 points on Wednesday will give Barcelona a 6-point advantage over Atletico Madrid and a 7-point lead over Real Madrid. Quite a substantial advantage at this stage of the season. Week 24 of the season. Free kick then by Neymar, headed away, and that was an interesting shot there from Jordi Alba, landed on the top of the net. His last goal was back in November 2014. That was almost cause for me to stop saying that. Didn't go too far wide. It's a good effort there from Jordi Alba. Goal kick though will be taken by Sergio Alvarez. We'll flick on now with Gudetti combining with Was. Almost an opportunity. Was there a penalty? Oh, there is. There's a penalty in favour of Celta. Gudetti brought down. Hernandez is sure of himself. I think it is a penalty because if you look at Mascherano is not complaining. Jordi Alba is, but Jordi Alba does, if you don't mind me saying. Let's have another look. Ball out to Gudetti. Jordi Alba gets a foot on it. Yeah, it's a penalty. Jordi Alba just takes his leg away. It's a penalty. No real complaints there. So an opportunity, and it was not necessary because Gudetti may not have done anything. He might have, his momentum was taking him away. So they've given Celta an opportunity here, and it'll be the same player, Gudetti, then, who steps up. Gudetti against Claudio Bravo. Gudetti, oh, and it's in the net. Celta have equalised. Gudetti with an excellent penalty. Bravo almost got there, but it reminded me of the penalties Ronaldinho used to take, right in that bottom corner. It's just so difficult to get there. And Gudetti then gets his 4th league goal of the season. And it's difficult to stop that. Difficult to really argue either with the result. Celta, they've surprised me, I must admit, with 5 minutes to half-time, given the number of injuries and suspensions and the conditions in which they played on Thursday. They're certainly running round in a very excited fashion. So 6 minutes rather to go to half-time. It's Barcelona 1, Celta 1. Messi with a brilliant free kick after 27 minutes. Gudetti with a penalty after 39. And the ball now back with Bravo. Bravo out to Mascherano. Mascherano plays it forward. Neymar being marshalled by Mayo. Busquets just in the centre circle. Plays it out to Mascherano. Inside the Celta half. He'll play it inside to Sergio Roberto. Back to Busquets. Finds Piqué. Piqué inside for Neymar. Neymar gets the ball back to Gerard Piqué. Inside the centre circle is Busquets. He's on the ball. 40 minutes gone so far. Busquets out to Mascherano. Mascherano, good ball into Sergio Roberto, brings it down with his chest, hooks the ball out, and the shot from Suarez is wide. There was, I think, possibly an offside flag against Luis Suarez. But good initial work here, good run from Sergio Roberto, chested the ball down well. It was a lovely flick out. But the ball in possession now of Sergio Alvarez. Goal kick up to the halfway line. Interesting comments from Luis Enrique pre-game where he said, you know, Celta do give us problems. Fortunately, other teams have played in a similar fashion recently. He was talking about Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, teams that press down on Barcelona. As they had found the solution there, they were able to prepare for this game. So, oh, and Neymar's taken out. It's a free kick on the right-hand side of the penalty area, left-hand side as they're going forward. Hugo Mayo, clear yellow card. no question about that. And it'll be a free kick. And then a couple of metres outside the box on the left-hand side as Barca look at goal. And fancy Neymar here, top left, as he's looking at the goal. It's almost a mirror position of the free kick from which Messi scored, but this time more suited to a right foot. As the ball being ordered back, level 42 on the clock. So waiting for the free kick. Neymar and Messi over the ball. It's going to be Neymar. Neymar strikes it and was going for the top right, overhit it. And Sergio Alvarez able to watch it go out. So Alvarez with the goal kick for Celta. Came into this game in 8th position on 35 points, knowing that a victory would take them into the Europa League place at 6th. I think it's all the way down to 7th this season. Gets you into Europe in Spain, partly of course due to Spain's recent successes in Europe. This is a long-range effort from Barcelona. And it goes wide of the goal. Bravo with the goal kick. Out to Piqué. Back into the keeper. The keeper's ball is a long one. It's straight out though for a throw-in on the halfway line in favour of Celta. And they're forced to play it back to their keeper, Sergio Alvarez. Long ball forward. Gudetti and Mascherano scuffling. Mascherano furious with the linesman. He's still shouting at him. He's on the ball now though. Has to concentrate on the matter in hand. Plays a delightful ball down the left-hand side. Good run by Jordi Alba. Alba with a chance to play it into the edge of the box. Neymar's shot is very much high and wide on this occasion. But it was a good run from Jordi Alba. Good pass down the left-hand side from Mascherano. There's the half-time whistle then. So in the Camp Nou, Messi gave Barcelona the lead. Gudetti got a penalty on the 39th minute. The scoreline is Barcelona 1, Celta 1. I think it's a fair scoreline, fair result of what we've seen so far. But we'll be back with you for the second half. That's all for now, folks. The second half in the Camp Nou, the two teams coming out onto the field to play. Half-time score here, 1-1. Gudetti and Messi, the scorers. In what was, I have to admit, it wasn't Ramon. He was saying something else. I was one of many that thought that this game would be rather easier than it has been so far. Maybe not a Valentine's Day massacre, but a game that Barcelona might have settled by half-time. But that's not the case. Celta have come out and caused the problems that they've caused Barcelona in their last 2 out of 3 meetings. Indeed, you could say all 3 meetings since Toto Berizzo has been in charge, because the victory by Barcelona was just a 1-0 victory in Vigo last season. So it's been a fascinating game and played at a fairly high rhythm, maybe a rhythm that suits the visitors better or more than it does Barcelona. So Barcelona get us underway. They'll attack the goal to our left. Celta the goal to our right. Piqué and Mascherano the centre halves with the ball. Now we'll go through the 2 lineups. I don't think there's been any changes at half-time. Bravo in goal for Barcelona. A back 4 of Alves, Piqué, Mascherano and Jordi Alba in midfield. Sergio Roberto, Busquets and Iniesta further upfield. Of course, Messi, Suarez and Neymar will do the Celta lineup in the minute. Barcelona have possession with Neymar inside the Celta half. looking to dance his way through the middle, plays it to the edge of the D. Suarez can't get there, Neymar can, and the ball runs away from the Brazilian though and picked up by Sergio Alvarez in goal for Celta. He's joined by a back four of Carlos Planes, Johnny Cabral and Hugo Mayo. 3 of those 4 booked in the first half, by the way. In midfield, Sene, Radoja, Pablo Hernandez, Was and Beoviue. And up front, it's the goal scorer Gudetti as Neymar chases this ball down the left-hand side. Sergio Alvarez will get there first. Thumps the ball out for a throw into FCB. It's quickly taken. Neymar has it in line with the penalty spot outside the area. Looks to go to the byline. Gets to the byline. Lovely skill. It's in. Oh, it's off the post. And the ball wide now. And I thought it was in. Suarez with a shot there. Wonderful dance from Neymar. Got him to the byline. Beautiful step over, drags the ball back, Suarez shoots, and it's off the post, and then the rebound goes to Sergio Roberto, who shoots wide, but tremendous skill there from Neymar. Suarez, unfortunate not to put that one in the back of the net. He's 1 goal behind Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment in the Pichichi race. The top scorer in Spain is Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment on 21, Suarez on 20, Benzema just 1 behind on 19, Neymar on 16, and then the surprise face in the top 5, Borja Baston on 15. Throw in then to Barcelona, halfway inside the Celta half. Iniesta has it, plays it forward to Neymar. Neymar drags the ball back to Jordi Alba, who gives it to Neymar. Neymar can't get around his man. Celta have it, and they lose out to Jordi Alba. Busquets, Sergio Roberto doesn't get on the end of the pass. Gudetti brings it forward. Dodger now in the middle of the park, plays it to this near side. Jordi Alba gets it away, and now Barcelona probing down the right-hand side. Leo Messi should get on the end of it, can't do so. Planes gets there first, heads it out for a throw, and indeed it was Johnny with the header away. Barca's ball. Interesting now for Suarez. He's inside the penalty area, goes down, but there was nothing really happening as Celta bring the ball down the left-hand side. The ball is Busquets though, and now it comes off for a throw into FCB. Dani Alves will push it back to Piqué just inside the Barcelona half. Alongside him is Mascherano. The Argentinian looks up, turns back into the centre circle. Plays out to Leo Messi. Messi unable to get the pass he wanted. The ball spins back towards Busquets. Busquets to Gerard Piqué. Back inside to Mascherano. Forward there, space here for Andres Iniesta. Neymar to his left. Iniesta turns in, gives it to Suarez. Suarez back to Iniesta. Iniesta now finds Leo Messi. Messi twisting, turning, gets off to Busquets. Sergio Roberto with a good ball out to Suarez. Suarez's control lets him down. Celta able to bring the ball away, but only as far as the far side. It goes out for a throw-in favour of FCB. Ball headed into the box, headed out of the box to the halfway line now. Mascherano picks up for FCB. Striding forward, ball out to Neymar. Neymar glances past 2 and the third. Plays the ball out to Dani Alves, gets on the end of the return pass. He's just inside the penalty area. Neymar looking to get onto his left, finds Leo Messi in the D. Messi twisting, turning, being forced to play back to Busquets. 1-2 though to Messi. Messi finds Sergio Roberto. Dani Alves on the ball now, inside to Leo Messi. Messi hooks the ball in, looking for Andres Iniesta, but the ball seen by Sergio Alvarez, who catches it 5 minutes into the second half. Planes into Pablo Hernandez. Back out to Carlos Planes, who will play a long ball forward. Scuffed into the air by Piqué, and Gudetti now slips, or was he brought down? He claims he was brought down by Piqué. And we'll see that again. It was a very determined claim by the Swedish forward, ex of Broma Poikana, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, youth football team in Europe. In Sweden, of course. Although Gudetti did spend a lot of his childhood in Kenya. And they have a football school academy type setup there, I believe. Celta have the ball on the near side. Well, one back. And Busquets now plays it into Neymar. The ball comes off the referee. There are whistles for Hernandez, but if the ball's played at you, then the ball's played at you, as Gudetti having a battle with Mascherano. Ball goes off for a throw-in favour of Barcelona. More protests from Gudetti. He's going to get himself a yellow card if he continues. As play continues, Andres Iniesta has it. Plays it forward to Leo Messi. Messi, lovely turn, lovely swivel, gets away from his man, but the ball prodded to Suarez and looks to play it back to Messi. Messi unable to get there, but Barcelona given the ball almost on the edge of the area. Eventually the ball goes out for a throw-in. Gudetti, I thought the referee was thinking about maybe having a word with him. There's a couple of decisions gone against him as Suarez goes down on the edge of the area, nothing doing, the ball cleared for a throw-in favour of Football Club Barcelona. Quickly taken, it's Sergio Roberto gives the ball back to Dani Alves. Alves loses it, but it goes out for another throw-in. Alves can't get his pass where he wants it to go, and Gudetti has it. Nice skill there, but well won back by Dani Alves, who recovers the ball for Barcelona. Mascherano now out to Dani Alves on the right-hand side. He plays it forward to Suarez. Suarez back to goal, finds Neymar. Neymar drops off Iniesta, little foot in there. The ball falls to Jordi Alba. Neymar has it once again. Iniesta in space to his left. Neymar just glances around his man, round a second. He's on the edge of the D. There could have been a free kick advantage played. Leo Messi threads it through to Iniesta, back to Messi inside the penalty area. There's just too many sky blue shirts as the ball cleared. Is picked up by Busquets. Barcelona start again with Piqué. Out to the right-hand side, Dani Alves loses out. Radoja looks to get away from Dani Alves, can't do so. Alves brings him down. It'll be a free kick in favour of Celta. As we look again at Neymar, he was almost pulled to the ground by Radoja. Play was allowed to continue, and Barcelona almost threading their way through. But in the end, as I said, just too many sky blue shirts in and too many 1-2s to get to where they wanted to go. Long ball forward towards the Barcelona box. Gudetti now shoves Mascherano to the ground, complains, and they continue their disagreement. Gudetti telling Jordi Alba the ball needed to be further back. Hernandez calls the Swede over. Jordi Alba as well. Oh, I think it's going to be a yellow each for Gudetti and Jordi Alba, or just no referee. Good ref in there. There was no reason to really do anything, because Mascherano was still taking the free kick some 10 metres further forward than it should have been, but it's so far back, it's not really much of an advantage. Busquets on the ball now. Busquets, outside him, Gerard Piqué, back inside to Busquets. Busquets under pressure, Gudetti very fired up at the moment, the Swedish forward. As Barcelona have substitutes warming up. Let's have a look who's on the bench for Barcelona. Well, Ter Stegen, of course, the reserve keeper. Rakitic, Turan, Munir, Vidal, Vermeulen and Mateo. And it looks like Alex Vidal and Rakitic are the two warming up. Obviously, the likeliest candidates would be Dani Alves and Sergio Roberto to be the players coming off. But Barca being gifted the ball on the edge of the area. Now Leo Messi's onto the Oh, Iniesta's shot there, parried away by Sergio Alvarez. It was a good ball in from Messi to Iniesta as Barcelona give the ball again, and Suarez plays it into the penalty area, and Celta scuffle the ball clear as far as Gudetti unable to get there. Mascherano leaves the ball for Piqué. Back inside to Mascherano from Jordi Alba. Mascherano's ball forward's not a good one. Celta with a chance to break. Mascherano slides over and recovers it. Gives it to Alves. Piqué. Still Gerard Piqué alongside him Mascherano. Dani Alves in space on the right. Mascherano with a good ball hooked over towards Alves. Comes off a defender. Falls to Suarez. Suarez looks to get into the box. There's a little bit of scuffling around there. The ball eventually cleared as far as Busquets. He brings it down, comes off an opponent for a throw-in to Barcelona. Dani Alves looking for Suarez, doesn't find him. Iniesta recovers the ball. Iniesta, lovely ball in. This could be an opportunity. Oh, and Messi looking to get it onto his left. There's still plenty of options here. Neymar shot very high and wide. But it was an excellent opportunity. Iniesta forcing a good save from Sergi Alvarez. Jordi Alba plays it into midfield, the ball brought down by Wasi, finds Radoja. Celta play a ball forward that's picked out of the air by Dani Alves. Alves will play it back to Bravo. Bravo touches the ball out to Gerard Piqué. Piqué receives from Mascherano. Mascherano back to Gerard Piqué. Playing it forward to Suarez. Suarez has two men on him. He's on the edge of the box. Turns well, gets the ball off to Leo Messi. Messi looking for the return ball. Suarez is in the back of the net. Luis Suarez with a wonderful combination with Leo Messi restores Barcelona's lead. Goal number 21 of the season for Luis Suarez, and it comes from a wonderful move, very much a goal made in Barcelona, and equal credit there shared between Leo Messi and Luis Suarez. Suarez gives it to Messi, Messi returns the ball, Suarez not offside, meets it with the first touch, beating Sergio Alvarez, and well, there's very little to be said, you should really just see the goal. Great strike by Suarez. Means it's Barcelona 2, Celta 1, 14 minutes into the second half. Will Celta have a response to this? Celta, of course, came into this game still a little bit down in the dumps after going out of the King's Cup. It was competition they'd placed a lot of hopes into. Indeed, resting players for the league games so they could play in the cup, and now they find themselves having to come down back from a goal down again. Jordi Alba takes the throw in. There will be a double substitution, Alex Vidal and Rakitic, as the ball almost goes off for a corner in favour of Barcelona. Instead, it'll be a throw-in won by Neymar just down by the corner flag. An opportunity now to make the substitutions. Indeed, Dani Alves replaced by Alex Vidal. Generous applause for the Brazilian fullback. And the substitution was just as we expected. Dani Alves And Sergio Roberto, the two players coming off. Again, generous applause for Sergio Roberto. It's Van Rakitic who takes his place. So we have a midfield trio of Rakitic, Iniesta and Busquets. Back four of Piqué, Mascherano, Jordi Alba and Alex Vidal. The ball almost played into the path of Rakitic. Celta looking to clear it. Gudetti gets the header away, but Jordi Alba's on the end of it and he finds Piqué. In for a first touch to Rakitic, Jordi Alba. Mascherano on the ball now. Plays it forward, Neymar under pressure. Eventually gets the free kick. Gives it to Iniesta. Iniesta will play it back to Gerard Piqué. 72,580 official attendance this evening. It's the classic Sunday evening kickoff. If you've ever lived in Spain, you'll know that there's always been a good game. Hold on a minute, Neymar! Into the area, chest it, but the ball comes out too far ahead of him into the waiting hands of Sergio Alba. Just saying about Spain, who've always had a big game on Sunday night, covered by, amongst others, Michael Robinson. It's just a bit of a Sunday tradition. And here we are at the Camp Nou. Barcelona leading 2-1 at the moment. Andres Iniesta has it. Twists, turns, lays the ball off for Gerard Piqué. Piqué down the right-hand side. First touch now for Alex Vidal. Looks for Suarez. Suarez plays it in, and it's gathered by Sergio Alvarez. Neymar bearing down on him. Celta bring the ball down the middle, down the left-hand side now to Planes. Planes can't control it, and the ball goes out for a throw in to FCB. As the camera's looking at Dani Alves' face to see if he's happy or not. He's probably not 100% happy. Who is? I mean, if you're a footballer, you want to play football. And he's been taken off in the second half. Replaced by Alex Vidal. Barcelona in possession now with Leo Messi's got Rakitic to his right. Oh, he skipped past one. It's a Messi run into Suarez. The ball goes. Suarez kind of back heel, doesn't work out the way he wants it to. The ball won by Busquets, unfairly so. Busquets doesn't agree with Hernandez, but it'll be a free kick in favour of Celta. And I don't know why Busquets doesn't seem to agree with the referee there. But it was a lovely run just moments ago by Leo Messi. Really made Carlos Planes look rather silly. And there'll be a substitution. The first one by Berito. Marcelo Diaz is the man coming on. Replacing Pablo Hernandez in the heart of the Celta midfield. Celta still with plenty of time, plenty of energy, although it has to be said, apart from the opening 5 minutes of the second half, Barcelona have been more on top in this game as Alex Vidal snuffs out any problems on the far side. His ball forward, though, well read, and Celta pick it up with Gudetti now trying to get the ball to Diaz. This is Hugo Mayo. Line with Rue. Celta gather the ball in midfield now. Out to the left-hand side, Planes. Back to Johnny. Johnny plays it straight to Rakitic. Ball comes off the Croatian for a throw-in in favour of Celta. 20 minutes into the second half. 2-1 the scoreline in favour of the league champions Barcelona. Denti. Oh, he's got around Mascherano. Oh, and the shot is dreadful. He may well have been a little bit too keen to get around Mascherano. I thought I saw him pulling him back. There's the arm out. I can see why Mascherano would have been unhappy if that goal, that shot had resulted in a goal. In the end, though, it was a dreadful shot from an over-keen Guidetti, who said himself when he was younger he wasn't very good. He just trained so much that he became the player he is, as Bavouet dispossessed of the ball. Someone needed to say Jordi Alba's on top of you, and Barcelona get the ball away to Neymar. Neymar, a little back heel to Andres Iniesta. Iniesta plays a ball in that's spotted. Busquets unable to get there, and Celta have it on the near side. Jordi Alba wins it back. Iniesta, good combination with Busquets. Good run on the far side by Alex Vidal. Iniesta spots him. Vidal should just, not quite get on the end of it. Johnny is there first. He clears it for a throw-in in favour of Barcelona. As we look again at Guidetti's opportunity, certainly looked like he was pulling on Mascherano. That's why I think the Argentinian was quite unhappy, but nothing came of it. So scoreline still 2-1 to Barcelona as they look to attack. The free kick given against Luis Suarez, and Celta have possession. On the far side with Planes, they lose it. Suarez is waiting in the middle. The ball played inside to Busquets. Rakitic has it now. Rakitic looking to go through the middle. There's a free kick from challenge on Busquets. So I'm not sure all the players knew the whistle had gone. Neymar was looking to get on the end of a ball here. Busquets going down. Arms raised by Luis Enrique. It was actually Suarez who went down, sorry. Play continues though, halfway through the second half. The Camp Nou. More action, of course, coming up midweek with the trip to Ijon to take on a Sporting who are down at the wrong end of the table. Barcelona will then make a trip to Las Palmas next weekend before turning up at the Emirates Stadium midweek of the following week to take on Arsenal. Radoja plays over to the left-hand side. Planes. Was. Guidetti wants in the middle. Trying to keep an eye on him. It's a good ball through to Bavouet. Looking for Guidetti. Good back heel. Still Guidetti now. And they've got a chance. It's over the crossbar from Was. Real opportunity from Celta, and Barcelona not clearing the danger. Eventually, the shot coming in from the Danish midfield, blasted over the crossbar. Still just the one goal in this game. And as you can imagine, it's not just Barca, Celta fans who are interested in this game. Obviously, two teams in Madrid will be keeping at least an eye on the scoreline. They need Barcelona to drop points because of victory today and Wednesday. Give them a 6-point lead at the top of the table. As the through ball cut out by Mascherano, given away by Celta. Busquets has it, plays it back to Gerard Piqué. And to Alex Vidal. Vidal has to sprint to get there, and eventually Was plays it out. Vidal goes down. I'm not sure how much contact there was. Vidal's only just come on for Dani Alves. There was the contact with the ankle of Vidal. Let's have another look. There was a sliding challenge. Yes, certainly was. And was catching Alex Vidal. Oh dear me, on the right ankle. Vidal is on his feet, but doesn't look comfortable. Of course, you can't bring the same player back on that you've taken off. There's no rolling subs in professional football, because otherwise Dani Alves, of course, would be the ideal replacement. Vidal still not looking too comfortable. Play continues. Leo Messi on the ball. Gets it back to Busquets. Busquets declines the pass to Alex Vidal, who's still smarting from that challenge. Piqué will also do likewise and play it back into Mascherano. Of course, the other player who could replace Alex Vidal would be Sergio Roberto, the other player who was substituted. But we'll wait and see. Rakitic has the ball for Barcelona. Plays it back to Mascherano. Vidal still not looking comfortable. Barcelona, as I said, on the bench, Turan, Munir, Vermeulen and Mateo. I suppose you might think about putting Mateo on as Barcelona have possession with Mascherano. Back to Piqué. Keeping an eye on Alex Vidal, and he doesn't want the ball. Rakitic plays forward to Suarez, drops off for Messi. Good combination. In the end, comes to nothing. And Iniesta, though, picks up the ball in midfield. Neymar plays into Rakitic, who looks for Andres. Celta head the ball away. Mascherano really keeping an eye on Gudetti, tracking him all the way back into the Celta half. The ball recovered now by Gerard Piqué. Vidal still trying to shrug off the injury. Now taking a little jog up. No, I think he's going to have to come off. As Piqué has it, bypassing Vidal. Rakitic gives Vidal the ball, plays back to Piqué. Looks very uncomfortable, doesn't he? As Barcelona have possession now with Mascherano on this near side. Plays it forward to Neymar. Neymar gives the ball away in midfield, looks to win it back. Celta going right down the middle now. Gudetti making the run. It's back into Was, and a fine effort, blocked by Bravo. And really continuing to be surprised by Celta. Most of their starting lineup unavailable, knocked out of the cup, and indeed in the league things have not gone well for them since the injury of Nolito in December. You have to go back to the 16th of January to the last victory, and that was a victory they really had to fight for, a 4-3 league game against Levante. Of course, they progressed in the cup as well. Celta in the top 4 all the way through to New Year's Eve. They'll find themselves in the outskirts of the European qualifying places. So there'll be another yellow card, this one for Sene. He's the 4th player to be booked for Celta. So free kick to Barcelona out on the far side. Messi plays it inside, gets the pass back from a Celta player. Messi on one of his runs, he's on the edge of the team, plays it inside to Neymar. Neymar runs the keeper, it's in the net! The final touch may well be Luis Suarez. It's a combination of the trident, though, whichever way you look at it. And I think Suarez gets the final touch. Messi on one of his runs. Lovely pass through to Neymar. Neymar right. Ball was... It wasn't in that. I think it's going to be Suarez. And that will be Suarez's 22nd goal. Yes, Luis Suarez got the final touch. And it's 3-1 to Barcelona, just as you felt Celta were getting back into the game. So 3-1 the scoreline, 30 minutes up on the clock, and that surely will put paid to any resistance by the men in sky blue. Neymar has the ball. Gets off to Rakitic. Rakitic turns well. Vidal making a run down the right. Although I'm still of the mind that if there's any doubt, especially with the scoreline 3-1, you might want to bring him off as Planes has the ball, plays it inside. Celta struggling to maintain possession, get the ball up to Gudetti. He loses out. Andres Iniesta turns beautifully, is pulled back. It'll be a free kick. Arda Turan about to come on, and also there'll be a substitution by Berizzo. Gudetti is the man being whistled off the field. I think for a couple of skirmishes with Maturano, and a particularly joyous celebration of the goal. Drazic coming on to replace him, Serbian for Swede. Barcelona will bring on Arda Turan for Andres Iniesta. As Iniesta gives the captain's armband to Leo Messi. There'll be obviously generous applause for Andres. And Iniesta is the name ringing around the stadium. So all three substitutions made now by Luis Enrique. Vidal for Alves, Rakitic for Sergio Roberto, and now Arda Turan coming on now for Andres Iniesta. Generous applause for both Iniesta and Arda Turan, the first Turk to play for Barcelona since Rustu. Neymar gets it back to Rakitic. Piqué, and of course it's fairly demoralising to the opponent to not only have just gone 3-1 down, but to realise that the three players that have come onto the field are Vidal, Rakitic, and in particular the dancer extraordinaire that is Arda Turan. He does a good shift as well. Of course, any player that has played under Simeone will work hard, but he's a player who really was the beauty and the beast that is Atletico Madrid. Piqué bringing it forward now. First touch for Turan. Dropping off from Maturano, 33 minutes gone. 1-2, the combination between Turan and Maturano. He'll play it inside to Busquets. Busquets out to the right for Piqué. Piqué inside for Rakitic. Finds Maturano. Celta still warming up there. Substitutes Borja Fernandez, Borja Iglesias, Cheek, and David Golda. For Celta B players, and I think Berizzo will be keen to give at least one of them some minutes this evening as Suarez runs out of steam in the middle of the park and loses the ball. The ball played forward to Neymar. Neymar inventing one of his Neymarisms, which some players don't really take to, and receives the ball now from Busquets. Neymar bursts into the area, and Sergio Alvarez gets a hand to it, and the ball cleared off the line by Johnny. Neymar acknowledged by the fans now, and of course, you know what happens now. Suarez and Messi, there's only one thing they want: Neymar to also get a goal. It's Messi on the edge of the area. Skips past one. Gets it. Oh, he's scored down in the penalty area. It's a penalty to Barcelona. Neymar to take. Complaints from the Celta players. A little smile there from Messi, but I think he was brought down. Have to see it again. Planes, the player bringing him down. Let's have another look. No, it's Johnny. Messi was getting around him. There was contact. Yeah, it's a penalty anyway. And I thought Neymar would take this. Is that a penalty for sure, Raymond? It just reminded me of a penalty Leicester got this afternoon against Arsenal. Yeah, it is a penalty, but if the forwards look for it, got it, I don't know. Anyway, it's a penalty. Leo Messi with a chance to make it 4-1. I thought they would have let Neymar take this. Normally, they like to share it around. Leo Messi steps up, plays it short to Suarez. Oh, it's a hat-trick for Suarez. And an incredible penalty. And I fear for the legs of the Barcelona players. I think there might be one or two harsh challenges coming in. Lucky Gudetti's gone off the pitch. Let me describe this to you. Leo Messi goes up to take the penalty, instead passes it to Suarez. Suarez finishes, gets his hat-trick, and they were then thinking about the Pichichi title rather than Neymar also getting a goal. You're allowed to do that, but nobody does it. If it doesn't come off, you look silly. Instead, it was an easy strike for Suarez because Sergio Alvarez, of course, has already gone down. The only doubt is whether Suarez might have just been in the penalty area when Messi touches the ball. It could have been fractionally in because he was so quick onto the end of that. But the good news, folks, Barcelona 4-1, 3 points, clear at the top of the table. Luis Suarez with a hat-trick. That takes him up to 23, and I know Cristiano Ronaldo will be a little bit disappointed right now, having scored yesterday, and indeed a nice penalty there from Messi and Suarez. I can't remember seeing a penalty like that. I'm sure it's been done before, but I can't remember the last time I saw a penalty which was just a pass, and that comes on just moments after the flick by Neymar. So some pretty interesting moves from Barcelona in this game, and there could be more as Rakitic combines with Messi. Neymar makes the run down the middle, the flick ball over to him, doesn't reach him, and indeed Celta bring it up, but Mascherano is strong in the challenge there and lays it out to the right hand side. Messi brings it down now with Suarez on his hat-trick, or having got his hat-trick. I'm sure they will look for Neymar. As play breaks down in the middle of the field, but Celta recover. And the ball played forward, reaches Bravo. And the ball now down the left-hand side with Arda Turan. Suarez plays into the middle, Rakitic, oh, it's another goal! Ivan Rakitic chipping the goalkeeper. Luis Suarez, this time the provider. Rakitic, who came on in the second half, gets the goal, turns his shirt around, which I think might still be a yellow card, because he had to take it off to turn it round, although maybe if it doesn't go over your head, you're allowed to do that. We'll see. But the important news is Rakitic gets a fifth goal. A stupendous pass from Luis Suarez. Suarez has to have Man of the Match award, I guess. A combination of goals. And this pass, Rakitic with a fairly easy chip over a Sergio Alvarez. And a great performance from Barcelona. Maybe Celta don't deserve to lose 5-1. Really, they don't. I'm not taking anything away from Barcelona, but it's been a fine game of football. The first 45 minutes, very balanced, very fair. Half-time scored a 1-1, but Barcelona, after the initial minutes of the second half, have dominated in their style, and now 5-1 to the good. There's still 5 minutes to go. There could even be more goals to come as the long ball from Celta is met by Bravo. He rolls it out to Gerard Piqué. Celta's minds will have already turned to their next league game. Eibar at home next week. Eibar, another team that are doing so well this season. Be an interesting game, Celta, Eibar. as PK strides forward, gets the ball back to Rakitic. Mascherano, now to Busquets, Rakitic, out to PK, as the fans obviously now celebrating a victory. It's Suarez looking to dance round two, doesn't get away with it. Celta recover it, the ball given away by Celta. Turan, he's robbed of the ball. Celta go down the left-hand side. Cheek was the player who came on just now for Daniel Was. As I said, there was obviously an opportunity for Barito to give another player some minutes in this wonderful stadium. Mexican wave going round at the moment. We're not going to do it. I never do the Mexican wave personally. I'm not saying it's not fun. If you want to do it, do it. Join in at home. They just went past us. But Celta have the ball in midfield, playing it forward to Belvire, to Cheek rather, out to the right-hand side. Ball played back into the box, and did Alex Vidal get a touch on it? No, he didn't. I think he did. With Celta forward, Belvire convinced of it. And I think if we have another look, let's have another look. Ball comes in. Vidal does get a little toe on it, then said he didn't. I don't like that kind of thing. I think if you touch the ball, you touch the ball. 11:42 on the clock. 5-1 the scoreline to Barcelona. A hat-trick for Luis Suarez after an opening wonderful free kick from Leo Messi. Rakitic with the last goal. There's been some great goals, some great action this evening in this week 24 clash between Barcelona and Celta Vigo. And it's a funny thing to say, but even though they've lost 5-1, I've got a feeling Barito will be going into the changing room after the game with plenty of praise for his men in sky blue. Still 2 minutes to go, still time for more action. Alex Vidal, who's recovered from that knock to the ankle just moments after coming on, gives away a free kick on the far side. So Barcelona making history with their 30th undefeated game this evening. Messi on 299 league goals. So there's another landmark to be reached by the Argentinian in the next few games, you would imagine. Vidal gives away another free kick on the far side until the last minute. We'll probably have 3 added on for the substitutions. There's not been too many glimpses of either physio. In fact, I don't think either team has had to bring them on, as Barcelona give away a free kick halfway inside their own half, as Celta look to make the scoreline a little bit more respectable, indeed make it look more representative of what we've seen over the 89 minutes. Ball played to the edge of the penalty area. Has to go back though. Celta looking to create a move into the middle there. It's one back by Busquets, who finds Neymar. Suarez, it was Messi and Suarez. The ball into Neymar now. Neymar chips it into the back of the net, and Neymar gets his goal as well. A complete happiness level reached by the Barcelona team and the fans in the stadium, particularly any fans who are on holiday in Barcelona and have come here just to see Barcelona in action. In the second half, they've seen the Barcelona that we've grown to love over recent seasons. It's been a Barcelona, what can I say? You know how they can play when they're on full steam ahead. The ball given away by Celta in the middle. Long ball forward to Neymar. He burst into the area and just waited for Sergio Alvarez to go to ground before chipping him. And it has eventually ended up as a Valentine's Day massacre, even though you wouldn't have expected that at half-time. And Celta now will kick off. But to be honest, if I was Hernandez, I wouldn't add any time onto this game. It's been decided. Celta will push this ball forward. It's cut out by Mascherano, and Piqué plays it forward. Of course, in England, in the Premier League, you could say, well, they need the extra time to improve their goal difference. But here in Spain, it's the game between the two teams that decides it. So whether Barcelona wins 6-1 or 601, it wouldn't help their league placing. Although, well, it'd be pretty spectacular. Little flick there from Neymar. Neymar receives again from Arda Turan. He's on the edge of the area. The ball to Suarez. Back to Busquets. Busquets 1-2s with Rakitic. Vidal back to Mascherano. Space on the left for Jordi Alba. Mascherano, and there is the final whistle. So Barcelona convincing 6-1 winners in what was a very good game of football. Messi, Rakitic, Neymar, and a hat-trick from Suarez means that Barcelona 3 points clear at the top of the table. We'll see you again on Wednesday. The trip to Iran coming up. That's all for now, folks.